let's get into the movie that Ray watched.
Yeah.
Oh, finally. Shit, Ray's joined the show.
Yeah, here he is.
Ray with us
our
today.
guest host, Ray McGuff.
Hi, I've watched the film.
We've got City of the Living Dead from 1980.
Yes.
Summary for this film: a reporter and a psychic race to close the gates of hell after the suicide of a clergyman caused them to open, allowing the dead to rise from their graves. Written and directed by Lucio Fulci, with additional writing credit going to Dardano Sacchetti. Huh?
Sacchetti.
Sacchetti.
Previously mentioned on our House by the Cemetery review. You got any additional details?
Tagline: The dead shall rise and walk the earth. Distributed by Medusa Distribution. It has several Blu-ray releases. I have the Blue Underground from 2016. Looks great.
This film went under a few different names: The Gates of Hell, Twilight of the Dead, and Fear in the City of the Living Dead. This movie may or may not still be banned in Germany. I have no idea. Every time it was released in Germany, it was banned. First, it was released under the title A Zombie Hung on the Bell Rope in '82, but was banned in '86. They re-released it as A Dead Body Hung on the Bell Rope with several cuts, and then it got banned again. They kept cutting away, trying to release this damn thing under the titles A Corpse Hung from the Bell Rope, a cadaver, a cadaver.
The cadaver.
A cat? You got a cadaver over there? What you got hanging from the bell rope? Is that a cadaver?
It's one of them cadaver.
But I read that in 2001 it was yet again banned, so who fucking knows?
Well, we're not in Germany, so
Yeah, it's just, it was fun. It was a funny little detail. Great soundtrack by Fabio Frizzi, who has recently worked on the Puppet Master The Littlest Right. I recognize Giovanni Lombardo Radice, who plays Bob.
yeah.
Did you recognize that guy?
Yeah, Fulci uses.
He played Ricky. I recognize him from. He played Ricky on House at the Edge of the Park. But this dude was in Cannibal Ferox, The Church, and a bunch of other interesting credits. I also recognized actor Christopher George, who plays Peter Bell in this movie. He was previously in Pieces. He played Lieutenant Bracken. It's so funny when they take blue-collar guys and write a scenario where they're sitting around looking at porno magazines. It happens again in this movie. They're just hanging out and looking at porno magazines. I've never ever been anywhere.
What else do you do?
I've worked some gutter-ass jobs. Factory, Diamond Plastics over here. That would be a place where if anyone's going to look at porno magazines at work.
Don't you remember when we worked at that grocery store, Frank, and I'd be in the break room just looking at porn, and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
oh, nice addition.
Where'd you get that porn? We don't even sell that.
Penthouse.
I just picture that they wrote this while they were sitting in a writer's room. Like, okay, so the grave diggers are sitting in an open grave with a visible skeleton and taking a little break. One of the grave diggers is looking at a porno magazine like all laborers read on their lunch breaks. And then talking about adult films like regular people are known to do with their coworkers, right, guys? We're gonna put that in the movie. There's probably a much safer way for her much safer way to save her from being buried alive, because this woman gets buried alive, and this dude gets her out by smashing the casket in with a pickaxe.
Yeah,
like it's like literally not even. He's not even thinking like maybe if I'm gonna smash it, maybe down by the feet. Or something, just right at her face.
I kept yelling out of my couch, he's saving the shit out of her. Because it would come down by her face.
In the scene where there's a scene where a woman vomits up her own internal organs because the priest looks at her kind of funny. She's actually spitting up tripe. Like, she put it in her mouth and spit it up. But there is a fake head, of course, implied into that too. But do you know what tripe is?
It's fish.
No.
No?
You're thinking tilapia.
Oh, I'm sorry. I guess so.
Tripe is stomach. It's like the stomach lining or something like
stomach
that.
Fish.
Yeah,
That's correct.
That's what I said.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Stomach fish.
Stomach fish.
Much like other Fulci movies, I'm kind of lost with what's going on here. Zombies are kind of... I'm skeptical about them, really. I don't know. But they're zombies? Are they zombies? I don't know.
They're zombies.
I don't know. There's a real trend with the late 70s, early 80s movies being like really cryptic. These early 80s movies always kind of remind me of, what was that fucking movie where the guy's power was to just be able to move dead bodies around? You picked it out. something the night, One Dark Night.
One Dark Night.
Yeah, that feels like this movie feels to me, sort of, just because of just I don't know what the hell's happening.
Well, you didn't like that movie. That's not good.
There's just a lot of imagery I don't understand. Fulci does it a lot. He seems to thrive on sort of keeping you in the dark. Bob's death scene with the drill is really cool. I don't understand why the dude kills him, or honestly, what the fuck is happening. I don't know why that guy kills him. Do you?
With the drill?
Yeah, it's just a dude. I thought this was supposed to be a zombie movie. This is just a guy killing another man.
It's evil.
Yeah.
Well, evil.
Yeah.
It releases, it opens the gate of hell.
I guess you just gotta assume everything's because the gates of hell are open.
No. I just can't think of it right now.
During the worm sequence, they were literally just blowing maggots through a window at these actors. Big day for the maggot guy, though. Hot diggity, my day has come! Finally!
They do have the use of live worms, live maggots.
I mean, he probably called the rat guy and was like, "You'll never fucking believe what I fell into today. I've been collecting these maggots for so long." I think part of the charm of Fulci movie is that he leaves you just enough unanswered questions to allow you to fill in the blanks, but he's not expecting you to write the whole damn movie like some directors do. Panos Cosmatos. I believe we mentioned him earlier.
Yes, thank you.
I don't know why the zombies can't teleport, or where they can teleport. Why do they teleport? I don't know why the one particular priest hanging himself somehow opened the gates of hell, or what even happened in the first place. I must have missed something at the end, because this little boy running towards the camera happily, and there's a lot of screaming, and then it goes into a slow-mo, and the screen fragments in a weird old-fashioned animation to the end credits. Can you explain that to me?
I was fascinated by the ending of this movie.
I was like, what?
I was sitting on my couch like, what did I just see happen? What was this?
I don't have nothing for you.
I will watch this one again.
Yeah.
Because I think it probably merits a higher score, but for this viewing I'm gonna hit it with a nice modest 6 out of 10. It's not my favorite Fulci movie based on my limited experience. I think I've only seen what we've watched on the show and Zombie 2, maybe? That's a Fulci movie, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, yeah, that's it for me.
Zombie 2, Zombie.
Yeah.
Is it?
Zombie.
Yeah. So this is the first movie in the Gates of Hell trilogy, followed by the Beyond and the House by a Cemetery, which we've reviewed on that. The Beyond is going to be one of the poll picks.
Yeah. It's.
I don't think it's going to win.
No, people.
Dead Alive.
There's a poll up right now. Actually, I don't know if it is, depending on when this gets out. But if you're voting on the poll, if something looks like it's fucking winning, go ahead and vote for something else, because Dead Alive's got a lot more votes than anything else, and it's kind of a lock. The first 2 movies are gonna be reviewed. You can add one too if you think it's not. I don't know. It's not going how I want it to. All right, guys.
Yeah, I don't know what the problem is with people voting Dead Alive.
Yeah. I mean, they can. It's just already locked in, basically.
Oh, well.
Yeah, the way you're looking at it, though,
there's a tie.
You're
I have a
kinda
problem with a tie.
Yeah, you're kind of like, well,
So,
I like Dead
yeah,
Alive,
so
and I
do
want
I.
to make sure you guys review that. So
Right.
that's the way I
Okay.
vote.
Where's I at?
I don't know. I took you.
Yeah, so back to this. Great atmosphere. Really great soundtrack. I like the way the practical effects look. I like the live worms and the maggots.
Big day.
All the sets and locations.
Cool.
I love all of them. I like the way the zombies look and sound.
Mm-hmm.
I think they sound what a zombie should sound like in my
Right.
head.
And they can teleport.
Teleporters.
Yeah, I love Fulci's style. I don't have all the answers for your questions on what's going on.
I'll answer them myself when I watch it again.
It don't matter how many times I watch a movie. I pick up something more
Right.
what I didn't.
And there's a value
catch
to
on from
that.
reviews.
I mean,
But no, I love Fulci's movies, and this one just feels good. This whole Gates of Hell trilogy feels good to me. So like it's slashers, and then it's kind of Fulci right there, and then other subgenres.
He definitely does his own thing with every movie that he does. It's not, you can't compare it to anything else because it's like his own genre almost.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. There's not any reason for me to not give this movie a 10, and that's what I'm giving it.
Boom. He doesn't drop them very often.
I mean, soundtrack, atmosphere. Even if the story's flawed, the practical effects, this everything just makes up for it.
Right. Well, let's see what Ray is.
I agree with you on almost all the points. This is my first time watching it, and I was just blown away by how it was its own thing. Like you were saying, you couldn't really. I wanted to pigeonhole it like, oh, and it's like this or that, but it's not. It's literally. I was watching it enthralled the whole time because I was like, I've never seen something like this. The way that it's laid out, it's visually amazing. It was like watching. The way he frames his pictures is like watching a picture come to life, like a painting. Really crazy, especially for this time period.
Yeah,
like he's doing something a little advanced, I think, in this film.
I would have to think people like I don't know shit about making movies,
right?
But I would have to think the people that do, and you go to school and learn shit. They have to like
look at stuff. Like
they have to have samples of these movies.
I would bet money like Tarantino probably loves this guy.
Right?
You know what I mean? Because
absolutely,
it just looks like. It's none like anything I've ever seen.
It's film. This is a movie I could call a film.
Cool special effects. I love, like you're saying, there's no nonsense. It was practical effects for that time. But I'm a little desensitized, so some stuff didn't jar me like it probably would when I was younger. So like, you know, when they're in the tunnel towards the end and she digs the fingers into the head.
Yeah.
I wasn't oh geez, as I would have been if I hadn't seen a million.
Well, I remember when we first I let you borrow Evil Dead, and you're like, dude, that made me sick.
Yeah, there were parts of the first, I'm not kidding. Like I was queasy. Leatherface and Texas Chainsaw. You were also the first person to show me that. The first time I saw him, I literally jumped out of you remember watching it with you. I was like, what the fuck is this? You got me watching. This is insane stuff.
The thing about the first Texas movie is there's not that much. There's like no blood and gore in it.
It's just a situation, and that's how this felt.
That's how you know that's fantastic.
Had I not have been so desensitized after all these years, I probably would have jumped a lot more in this. But I liked the story. I liked that I couldn't pigeonhole what exactly was going on. Zombies start teleporting.
It's
the
evil,
kid at the end. It's just evil. Yeah, there's an evil presence. No, it's great. Yeah, that's what's so cool about it. I love the end where it fragmented too. Because like I said, I was just like, well, I did not see that ending coming. That was just whoa.
It almost seemed like he was like, "How are we gonna wrap this up? I don't know."
It got ourselves into this.
I don't know.
But I gave it an 8 out of 10.
Right.
It's as near perfect as you can get for that time period.
So,
but there were things about it that I was just kind of like, because I had seen other shit, I couldn't go, oh geez, and be so excited. Like the blow up doll part made me laugh really hard too. I wanted to mention that. I was like, wow, this didn't need this at all. But pretty fun. Yeah. So I liked it.
I would
very
say
much
that.
Enjoyed it.
Does that make it an improved if we gave it? I think your 10 would bring my.
What'd you give it?
I gave it a 6. I think.
Did you?
Yeah. I said I'm gonna watch it again and it'll probably get a higher score.
So it has to be 24.
Yeah. I'm not doing that math. Sorry, guys. Not gonna let that fool.
Oh, I'm 10, 6,
16.
8.
Do it.
24.
There you go.
It's
you got it.
And it should be.
Jesus. This movie should be approved.
Oh my God.
If
we're doing a
I was gonna bump my score up if I had to.
Yeah.
But
you could easily have gave it a 7. You know, right? I mean, you were just like, I liked this.
I think I was too when I wrote my review, I was too confused by it.
Right.
Looking back with the added, I'll give it a 7 with everybody else's input and stuff.
Yeah,
why not? I would give it a higher score upon another view.
It's a good movie, and it got me into wanting to watch more of this stuff. So.
Yeah. Well, that's the first one in the trilogy. So if you haven't seen Beyond or House by
right, yeah, I'm definitely going to check those out.
Yeah.
So, but very, very fun. That one was fun to watch. So thank you.